Today, I am going to be talking about the coronavirus and how it is affecting the autism world as we speak. And I'm also going to be giving some really practical tips on how to teach kids with autism to wash their hands. Hi, I'm Dr. Mary Barbera, autism mom, board certified behavior analyst, and best-selling author. Each week, I provide you with some of my ideas about turning autism around. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, you can do that now. Today, I am sharing a bonus video I did a few years ago on hand washing and how to teach kids with autism to wash his or her hands, which is a common thing we've been hearing a lot lately is, we just need to wash our hands. We need to not panic. So today I thought I would talk about the coronavirus. You can't go anywhere. You can't look on Facebook. You can't turn on the TV. First thing, as soon as I opened my email for today, I learned that stock prices have fallen and, the markets are going into a spiral again all last week. And I'm not a corona expert, so I am a registered nurse though, and I'm married to a emergency medicine physician. But just a few times last week, I had situations where the coronavirus was definitely impacting the autism world. Also on Wednesday or Thursday, the California ABA conference was scheduled to go on, and an hour before pre-registration, Cal-ABA pulled the plug on the whole conference. Many of the speakers, including Dr. Amanda Kelly, who was on podcast episode number 8, I believe, and Dr. Mark Sundberg, were both scheduled to speak at the Cal-ABA conference, and it was canceled the hour before the conference. So it is affecting us in the autism world quite a bit. So we're going to talk about teaching hand washing. And it also is the bridge for how to teach other hand washing, other self-care skills. My book, The Verbal Behavior Approach, in chapter 11, is all about potty training, but on pages 156 to 158, I also provide specific feedback on how to teach hand washing. And one of the things about hand washing that is so important is you want to break down the task. And we're going to talk about this a little bit more in a second. But in my book, I talk about hand washing, grab both knobs and turn the water on. So this is my house. I have 2 knobs in the sink that we were going to practice on. But some of your sinks have just one handle that pushes up. Some of them have, a knob that turns side to side. So each breakdown, or task analysis as we call it, needs to be individualized so that you have the steps broken down. Why are we focusing on hand washing as one of the first, if not the very first, self-care skill to teach? Is because by 18 months, and this is from Dr. Mark Sundberg's self-care checklist, which is so important. You can get this at avbpress.com, and we can also, I believe, link it in the show notes. It's under resources, BB-MAP supplementary materials on avbpress.com, right? So by 18 months, kids should be able to wash hands with assistance. This is by chronological age of 18 months. By 30 months, they should be washing hands, trying to wash hands independently. And by 4 years of age, children should be able to definitely wash their hands. It's also in the self-care checklist under toileting, and it is one of the important skills to teach before potty training so that we can quickly go in from sitting on the toilet, peeing, and then getting up, pulling up pants, which is part of dressing self-care checklist, and then wash your hands. So washing hands is important. It's an important skill at home at preschool, after after pottying, before meals. The other really important reason that I like to start with hand washing as opposed to starting with dressing or wiping your bottom is because it's easy to prompt from standing right behind the child. So if we think about wiping your bottom after a bowel movement, you can't easily get behind the child in order to prompt that. So those are the reasons I like to start with hand washing. Now, in addition to my book in chapter 11, specifically page 156 of the Verbal Behavior Approach, I also really like this book, Self-Help Skills for People with Autism, which is written by 4 people, of which 2 are listed as BCBAs and the other 2 have doctoral degrees. So Self-Help Skills for People with Autism is a very good ABA-friendly book with really good advice for all kinds of skills, including potty training, hand washing, tying shoes. I also have a ton of videos on all of those things. I have potty training videos, video blogs, podcasts. MaryBarbera.com/potty will get you a free guide that I recently wrote. I have videos on shoe tying. Okay, so in the book, Self-Help Skills for People with Autism, is a really nice, what we call task analysis sheet, which allows you to break down the information into what we call component parts. So like I was saying before with my hand washing in chapter 11 of my book, The Verbal Behavior Approach, I said turn the knobs and the next steps in my breakdown here, grasp both knobs and turn the water on, put right hand on soap pump and left hand under spout, press pump 2 times, rub hands together for 5 to 10 seconds, place hands under faucet to remove soap and turn the water off, get towel, dry both hands and place towel back on rack. Now, remember, I wrote my book in 2007, for those of you that know that. In the meantime, another thing I've learned was that when you do task analysis and when you are giving kids directions for the different breakdown, you should really have 5 words or less. This is a tag teach kind of rule, and now we use that. So here is Cody's task analysis: push up sleeves, turn water on, wet hands, get soap, rub hands, count to 5, hands underwater, turn water off, dry hands. And then what you see over here is the date, and then you also see V for verbal prompt, G for gestural prompt, I for independent, and we would also have physical prompts, full physical prompt or partial prompt. And in the video, which you can get and see the whole video of me working with Cody and his mom, you will see the need for more physical prompts. So in the video, which I'm not going to be able to show you right here, but Cody is resistant to mom helping him pull up his sleeves, but he's really good with imitating. And so in the end, we end up doing a video model of his mom actually going through the tasks herself, saying each item, like push sleeves up, turn water on, as she does it. And with the use of video modeling was really what helped Cody become fluent with washing his own hands, which has been great. So you might say, well, what about, having like a visual schedule of that? And what I found is that this technique of walking through kids through, prompting from behind, very gently, of course. If they're resistant to physical prompts, using something like video modeling or imitation is really much better for many kids than using a visual schedule where they're kind of breaking the chain as they go. And so each kid might be different though. So the key is that kids need to learn to wash their hands. And in light of the coronavirus, they need to learn as quickly as possible how to wash their hands. And so my take is that the best way to do that is by breaking the task down, like I said, for your sink, for the sink that they're going to mainly practice on. And there may be a sink at school and a sink at home, and you may be just at home with your child and you can just have it set up like the home one. He might need more assistance at school until it's fluent. So even if you have the hand soap on the right side, but it could go either way, but at school it's mounted to the left side, you might want to put it on the left side just to get the child to go over there so that they can generalize better to other sinks. I mean, most people just don't think about like all the generalization that's needed for hand washing, where the soap's located, whether it's a one handle push up or knobs where you have to turn both. There's temperature control, all these factors, whether you use foam soap versus regular liquid soap. Regular liquid soap, you do 3 or 4 versus foam soap, you get a totally different amount of soap. You don't want too much, you don't want too little. I have found that counting really helps with hand washing. That's kind of what I know about coronavirus. It's affecting all of us. We all need to stay calm. I think this 24/7 news cycle is making us all a little bit more anxious than we need to be. Really using the opportunity to learn online what to do, I think is a great thing. And up until now, I don't think I have any free videos on hand washing. So now I have one that's out, which is marybarbera.com/hand washing. So if you ever can't remember, what did she say the link was for potty or dressing or anything like that, just search in a Google search, Mary Autism plus your topic. There's chances are very good that with weekly content coming out for the last couple of years that I probably have something. And if I don't have something, let me know. And maybe I will do that topic for a live or for something that you can attend. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you would share it, leave me a comment. And for more information how you can help kids increase talking, decrease tantrums, and learn about self-help skills like hand washing, I would love it if you would attend a free online workshop at marybarbera.com/workshops. I hope to see you right here next week.